You know, TikTok, when I do a really good video, does not allow me to save it. But when I talk about crap, boom! Well, the last couple videos were not really crap, but this one was so good that I can't remember everything I said. But maybe this one will be better than the last. So I was talking about a friend of mine recently told me yesterday, as a matter of fact, that my song Moving On, if you didn't know, I sing blah blah blah, and my song that I released called Moving On was too emotional. He was telling me, he's like, yo, if you want to hit it big out here, you can't talk about feelings. People don't want to feel. He says, and that song made me want to cry and do all this. He's like, I couldn't listen to it. I couldn't handle it. It was too depressing. And I said to him, yeah, but I'm not trying to make it famous with anybody out here. I'm just trying to share a message. I'm not trying to make money off of the song. I just want people to know that it is okay to go through something, to feel. And that's what I was feeling when I was going through my divorce and I was in separation, and you come into an empty home and that person is no longer there. That was a part of your life for 14 plus years, so it's a reality that people just want to sweep their issues and sweep their pain and their grief and things under the rug. And we can't do that. We can't be a society of zombies just walking around and existing, going along to get along. We have to do the work. And why do I say it's important now? Because we see the way the world is, and the more and more I look, the more I don't want to have any part of it at all. I don't want to be a part of a world where dropping bombs on children is normalized. It's not okay. It doesn't matter what your religion is. It doesn't matter who started it. I don't believe that innocent people and children, elderly, I don't think this should be tolerated on our world and our planet, okay? Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Those are the words that Christ stated even as he was being persecuted by the Roman guards or whatever it is, and by the people, the religious of the time, the Pharisees and everything. And I go back to that because that's my foundation. Those are my roots, and I will never change from my roots. So if you're not interested in hearing anything about the Creator, then this may not be the channel for you. But I'm going to uplift and I'm going to encourage you nonetheless. Now, that being said, I have to stop the video every so often to make sure that it doesn't get deleted later. So I was contemplating on, well, what do I want to get across, right? And I realized we all have gifts of discernment, gift of prophecy, gift of dreams, and some people can see events to come. Some people have the gift of healing, of song, of speaking and motivating and transforming people. And that is a gift that I knew from a very early age. Even my grandmother in my crib told my mother, this one's gonna be a prophet, a priest, not a priest, but like a pastora, a minister. And she was gonna sing too. So I sing, I speak, I share. I even went to Bible college because I wanted to be a women's minister and a youth pastor, because I thought, I needed to encourage. And right now I want to be able to encourage male, female, children, young, old, anybody and everybody that this lands on. Let it bring life, let it lift you up, let it encourage you. But we have been carrying so many burdens from generation to generation that at this time we need to start unpacking. We need to start healing. We cannot go into the promised land if we still have the burdens from the past. We cannot move forward if we're still hurt from something that happened yesterday or 5 years or 10 years, okay? We have to let that go. We have to renew our minds, and we need to heal our heart, right? Because our spine, imagine that our spine is a tree, and this tree is connected to heaven as well. Heaven and earth and everything is all connected. But the more seeds that are planted that are really weeds, we need to go in here and we need to uproot them. This is a time of the harvest where we have to uproot and we have to pluck out all the things that no longer serve us, okay? Society wise, we are dumbed down. We are told not to feel our feelings and to just go get high, go get drunk, go eat, go do this. There's so many distractions, so much stuff going on around us, but we are not paying attention. We're not using our discernment. We're just being distracted and we're not doing the real work. And I'm not coming at you. I feel it is important that us as a society, we do the work now. If we don't do the work now, we're going to be spilling it out and hurting other people along the way, hurting our children if you have children. I do not have children. Hurting our parents, our sisters and brothers and cousins, and everybody around us is going to feel the wrath of you because you have undealt with pain, traumas, childhood issues. Some of us as adults expect someone else to parent us. We want people to hold our hands, but we need to heal. We need to heal from that. We need to parent ourselves. We need to do the work, all right? And if we don't need a parent or to parent ourselves, then perhaps we need to have compassion for ourselves and to be more kind to ourselves, because sometimes we just don't even look at our pain and we don't even look at any of our struggles and say that's the problem from da 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 da, right? For instance, I got used to being a shopaholic growing up because every time I was going through something or my parents were going through something, we would go shop and possibly go eat. So I just developed this comfort in going shopping and going out to eat. So then that becomes my way of coping, my way of dealing. And so that is what I got used to. And I started accumulating stuff that never satisfied me, stuff that never fulfilled me, but I used to surround myself with stuff. And then the credit card debt would mount up and I would be like, oh my God, how do I get out of this? And then learning and figuring out like stuff doesn't help me because I need to heal something deep rooted within me that needs to be healed. And then when I was in a situation where people would buy me things to try to make me happy, their intentions were all good, but for me I saw it as, you can't buy my happiness, you cannot buy my feelings or this or that, because that's what I associated gifts and buying and things. And we all have certain things that comfort us, whether it be hoarding, I mentioned that in another video, or dating people constantly and not knowing how to be by ourselves, right? Because it's like, I just broke up with so and so, boom, I didn't even finish taking that relationship off and I'm already in the next one. We can't keep doing that. We need to take time to be set apart, to do the inner work, to say, I'm going to go into that garden within myself. I'm going to look at my traumas. I'm going to look at what happened. Was I abused sexually, molested? Did I get beat? Did I get spoken down to? Did I get physically or verbally or mentally, emotionally? All these things are important. Look within and say, okay, that happened. Feel that. Go through the shedding of that, the uprooting, the plucking, and start breathing in new life. I am worthy. If they told you you were worthless, I am worthy. If they told you you were unlovable, I am loved. I am lovable. I am beautiful. I am handsome. I am whatever it is that they told you you weren't. You flip it and you start planting the seeds and you start breathing life into yourself and you listen to uplifting stuff. Things that are going to heal you and not discourage you. And my video time is almost up. I just want you to know that I love you guys. And if no one has told you today, you are loved, you are worthy, you are deserving, and you are good enough. I'll see you guys soon.